The movie starts with a girl named Iris shopping at a mall. She spots a boy called Josh. He notices her too, and they fall for each other, deciding to move in together right away. They live together for a while. One day, Josh takes Iris on a trip. They head to Josh's friend's house where a group of friends plan to meet. They arrive at the place soon after. They encounter one of Josh's friends who dislikes Iris for unknown reasons. As they enter, they meet the homeowner, their friend who has a lot of money due to his ties with the mafia and who invited everyone to his house. We see Patrick and his friend, two boys who cared for each other. How could two boys fall in love? We'll find out later. For now, let's see how their night unfolds. These people drink, dance, and enjoy themselves. The next morning, Iris and Josh chat about the nearby river. Iris suggests, let's go there. It'll be fun, she adds. Josh replies, you go ahead. I'll join you after I shower. She then walks to the riverbank alone. As she reaches into her pocket, she pulls out a knife. She felt shocked to see it. She wondered how it ended up in her pocket. The house owner arrived too. This made Iris put the knife back right away. He asked her to stay and chat as she began to leave. She wanted to go, but she stayed when he asked. Then he said something weird, put lotion on my back. Iris disliked hearing this, but she started to do it. The house owner didn't stop there. He grabbed Iris' hand. He touched her and pulled her close. Iris felt awful. She kept asking, what are you doing? Let me go. This isn't right. But he said, it's no big deal, babe. Just do what I tell you. This angered Iris. She smashed the bottle on his face. The landlord slapped her hard out of rage, knocking her down, and they started fighting. He gripped Iris' neck tight. She was close to death. Iris stabbed his neck to protect herself, killing him. Later, Iris showed up at her friend's place, blood-covered and holding a knife. She claims I murdered him. I didn't want to, but he tried to force himself on me. He was about to kill me. Josh approaches her and says, shut down. She shuts down at his command. Once she's off, these people tie her to a chair. This reveals that Iris isn't human but a robot. A humanoid robot looks like a human. Now Patrick's friend tells Josh that she's a machine. How can she kill someone? She's not even dangerous. Josh said, you can leave for now. I'll talk to her and explain everything. Josh switches Iris on once more. Iris remains anxious. She keeps repeating, please forgive me. I didn't mean to do this. Josh tells her, you shouldn't have killed him. He doesn't say anything to you. Do you know why? Because you're not human, but a robot. Iris is stunned by this revelation, as she had no clue about it until now. She protests that can't be true. If I'm a robot, how can I feel everything? I understand everything. I have feelings and emotions for you. I love you. We've spent so much time together and gone on many trips together. At this, Josh tells you that you're just a machine. And all these things you do are your program's stored memories that people have put into your system. The scene then moves to the time when the robot company team first brought Iris to Josh's house. The company team had said to him that this isn't a regular robot, but a human being. It has feelings like humans. Once you build a bond of love, friendship, and a real relationship, she will stay with you always. She will love you. Josh goes and sits in front of her when Iris' system becomes active. When Iris saw him, she looked at his face and made a love connection with him. This suggests the mall scene at the start of the movie didn't occur. They just put it in Iris' memories, and this creates their love relationship. Iris loves him and thinks they've been together for a long time, but it's been a week since they met. Yet Iris feels she's lived with Josh for years because of her stored memories. Josh also tells her that her eyes don't produce tears, but water, because she has a tank inside her. Water comes out of her eyes on its own when she's sad or emotional. Even after hearing all this, Iris says she still loves him, no matter what. She cried alongside it. Josh's friend then arrives and asks if he hasn't turned her off yet. Iris learns they plan to shut her down when she hears this. Josh leads his friend to a room to speak with her. Their conversation reveals these people created this entire scheme. In truth, they intended to murder the homeowner and take all his money for themselves. Josh states their path is clear. I'll reboot Iris before the company team gets here. She'll lose all her memories, and we'll pin the blame on her. Elsewhere, Iris spots the same knife on the ground. She moves the chair and goes to that area to grab it. Then she tumbles and tries to pick up the knife. But Josh also shows up at that moment, and Iris stabs his neck with the knife when he starts to approach her, which causes him to collapse after getting hurt. Then she breaks free and exits the house with Josh's phone and dashes toward the forest. Josh's buddies just watched her. They couldn't do a thing. Patrick's friend had also found out about it that Josh had stashed the knife in Iris's pocket. Josh informs him that this was all part of our plan, and if we don't catch her before the company team gets here, we'll all end up trapped. He places a pen drive in front of him and says I can use this to alter Iris' system and change her. But we need to catch her to do this. Now Josh shows Patrick's friend the money they killed the house owner for. Josh states that we'll split this money 3 ways. 1 part for me, 1 for my friend, and 1 for you. We'll divide this cash among ourselves. On this, Patrick's friend says it won't be 3 but 4. How can you forget Patrick? He's with me, and you'll need to give him a share too. Josh says no, I won't do this. It'll be 3. Hearing this, his friend goes and shuts Patrick down. He shuts down and we realize that Patrick is also a robot. Josh's friend tells him that there's a total of $12 million here, out of which we'll give you $4 million. You just need to find Iris with us. You won't get caught like this. He agreed, but he says he'll hold on to the gun because Iris poses a serious threat. He then turns against Patrick too. Meanwhile, we see Iris has run deep into the forest. She had Josh's phone, and she knew the password. She turned it on, went to device control, and began changing the settings. She noticed the intelligence option linked to brain power was at 40%. She cranked it up to 100%. This will make her brain work much faster and cause a change in her. The 4 friends had entered the forest. Josh says we need to split into pairs and search for Iris, because we'll spot her this way, and now they split up and begin looking for Iris. Iris ducks behind a tree when she notices Patrick and his friend, and she starts eavesdropping on their talk. Patrick's friend informs him that Josh and his friend did something wrong. They had schemed to kill our friend, the house owner, for quite some time. But I'm clueless about this. Even though Josh claims he thinks of me as a friend, it's a lie. He would have told me about this if he saw me as a friend. Josh exploited Iris to get him killed. He bought her for this reason. He wanted to end his life with Iris's help because this made his task easier. Now that he's stuck, he's asking me to lend a hand. After hearing this, Patrick questions, I'm a robot too, right? Will you do the same to me? He had figured out I was a robot. His friend was shocked to learn this. He asks, how did you know? Patrick replies, my friend, I've been living with you for a while now. I just realized. We then see how Patrick and his friend form a bond of love and friendship. They met at a festival and grew close to each other. Then his buddy says, don't worry. I won't do anything bad to you. I've fallen for you while we've lived together. You're great. I always want to stay with you. You do everything for me. As they chatted, Iris' phone rang, and they both realized Iris was behind the tree. Patrick's friend pulls out a gun. Iris starts to run, he shoots, but misses the target. Seeing this, Patrick's friend goes around and comes from the front to grab Iris as she runs ahead, causing both to fall and get dragged, but he could attack before grabbing the gun. Iris grabs him, sparking a brawl between them, but the gun goes off during the scuffle. The bullet strikes Patrick's friend, killing him. Patrick watches from nearby as Josh and his pals arrive at the scene, so Iris bolts toward the house. She jumps into Josh's cutting-edge car and seals herself in. Josh reaches the car by then, and he tries to pry open the door, but the vehicle won't budge because it responds to voice commands. When Iris tells the car to start, her voice doesn't match the required one. Time runs short as Josh begins to smash the car's window. Now Iris puts her brain to work. She goes to the settings and alters her voice to match Josh's. Soon her voice sounds exactly like Josh's, and the car starts, and Iris drives away. But Josh was no fool. He rushed into the house right away. He grabbed the homeowner's phone and called the police to report his car stolen. The car pulled over on its own after the report went through. Then Josh dialed his own number from the same phone, and when Iris answered, Josh told her to come back home, promising to fix everything. He reminded her that as a robot, she wouldn't face punishment and that it was okay if she felt bad about what happened. I'll alter you to erase your memory, and we can start our life together once more. Iris responds, no way. I can't risk trusting you again. You manipulated me into killing the homeowner. Patrick and his buddy were chatting in the woods, and I overheard their entire talk. I need to leave this place. I won't return to you because I also want to live now. As soon as the call ends, Josh sprints to Patrick. He grabs his friend's phone, and he begins to tweak Patrick's settings, cranking up his anger to 100%. He reboots Patrick after this change, and when he opens his eyes again, Josh stood before him now. A bond of love and friendship formed between the two, and Patrick began to love Josh. Josh asked him, "You want to stay with me, right? You can't live apart, can't you? But Iris aims to split us up. You need to go and stop her." As Iris smashed the car window, a cop showed up. Seeing this, he stepped out of the car. By then, Iris had also exited. Iris had programming that prevented her from lying. When the cop asked her what she came to do, she replied that a house was nearby. All of us pals were having a good time there. The officer now knew who owned the house. He tells Iris, "Come with me. I'll take you home safe and sound." After hearing this, Iris claims I murdered him, and now my friend intends to kill me. This is why I refuse to visit them again. Meanwhile, Patrick showed up here. He assaults the officer. He beats him first, then murders him. Next, he grabs Josh's phone and deactivates Iris and returns with her. When Josh's friend realized the situation had become serious, she began gathering all the money. She informs Josh that she's leaving. She tells Josh to handle this situation. Josh responds that she can't abandon him. He says he took the homeowner's life for her, so now she must stay with him too. Got it? But she ignores him. She begins to leave, insisting on her decision. Josh attempts to stop her. When she refuses to listen, he asks Patrick to intervene. You can guess how Patrick reacted because his rage was at its peak. He plunges a knife into her back, causing severe injury, and she bleeds and dies after. After they get rid of her body, Josh powers Iris back on. But he has tied Iris's hands to the chair, so she can't move even if she wants to. Josh tells her that he just wanted to reboot her with modifications to erase the saved data inside her. But now he thinks he should end her existence. Iris claims her brain functions at full capacity, saying she knows everything Josh likes and dislikes. She mentions other things happening in Josh's mind. This gives Josh an idea about her brain speed. So he lowers her intelligence to 0. This means her brain stops working. Now Josh has control over Iris. She does exactly what he tells her to do. He opens her hand and puts a candle under it. He does this to make her feel pain and start burning. Then Josh calls the company to come and take Iris. Her entire hand has burns. Now his mechanical hand is in view, and he tells Patrick to put out the fire. Following his orders, Iris grabs the gun and aims it at her head, and when he asks her to pull the trigger, she shoots herself, which destroys her. Later, when the robot company team arrives to collect Iris, he lies to them and has Patrick pose as a cop to back up his story. He backs up Josh's version. This makes the company team trust him. But one team member also says, no matter what the truth is, they'll uncover it because they've put a device in every robot that records everything to prevent cheating. The good news is that the device can be retrieved since the bullet struck Iris' head. However, that device is fastened to the lower back. Josh became very worried upon hearing this because everyone would learn his true nature if the device was recovered. The company team placed Iris in their van to transport her and begin the system reboot. But Patrick shows up in front of them before she can depart. He shoots and kills the driver. The other man panics at this sight, and he flees into the forest to save himself. Once Iris' restart finishes, she regains consciousness. Patrick had also caught up to the other worker in the forest, and his gun had no more bullets, so he begins to kill him by choking him. Meanwhile, Iris also showed up there. She strikes Patrick, but he stays unharmed. On the other hand, he hits Iris and knocks her to the ground, and he keeps attacking. Then Iris tells him that Josh wiped your memories. He isn't your friend. Instead, he's just using you like he did with me. Your true friend who you cared for is dead. You try to recall that Josh isn't your love. And now when Patrick pushes his mind, then memories come back, that yes, my friend who I cared for has died. He can't handle this shock and ends himself. Now Iris asks another company worker to help her. The worker changes Iris's internal system as requested. Iris then goes to Josh. Josh tries to turn her off using his phone. But she doesn't shut down because the worker had altered Iris's system. After these changes, no one can control her. Iris feels happy about this and aims a gun at Josh. Josh tells her, "You won't kill me because you love me, right?" Iris buys into his words again. But he attacks her. He lifts her up and slams her around. Then he grabs her and says, "I know how to handle you." He held a gun and planned to kill Iris where his data was stored. He didn't know Iris also carried a weapon. Iris acted fast, stabbing him in the head and killing him instantly. After this, we see Iris living a happy life. She enjoys complete freedom. No one controls her anymore. She has the liberty to do as she pleases. She takes all the money and a fancy car, then leaves to start a new life elsewhere. She looks forward to a happier future. The film ends with this scene.